On today's live daily news, a ton of news to catch up with from the weekend, including why Friday's shooting happened, a fatal house fire, and a drowning at Fattough Park. Plus, Fattough with the Angelo State Park joins the show to talk about their big solar eclipse event. All this plus more. I'm Matt Trammell. This is Live. But before we get to the news, hey, small business owners and entrepreneurs, the Governor's Small Business Summit is coming to San Angelo on October 19th. This event brings together resource providers and subject matter experts to provide key insights on crucial business topics. Connect with the resources needed to start, strengthen, and grow your business at the Governor's Small Business Summit, San Angelo. Register now at gov.texas.gov/events. That's gov.texas.gov/events. Now, on to the news. We start the show today with an update from last Friday's shooting in Southwest San Angelo. We told you last Friday about the shooting at San Angelo's Plasma Center. Well, new information has been revealed on the issue. Apparently, the shooting occurred after 18-year-old Matthew Zaruba spotted someone he had a problem with inside the clinic. Zaruba told police that he was going to fight him, but decided to use his pistol instead. Zaruba fired 11 shots in total. Only one of those hit the victim, who had to have emergency surgery to remove the bullet from his chest cavity. There are a lot more details on this story, so check it out on SanAngeloLive.com. Another big story that came out of San Angelo this weekend happened near Goodfellow Air Force Base. On Saturday night, the San Angelo Fire Department was called to Edgewood Drive for the report of a house fire. Once on scene, firefighters discovered a house engulfed in flames. San Angelo police were able to confirm that an elderly man was inside and did die in that fire. The source of the fire is unknown at this time. When we get more info like the victim's name, we'll share it with you. This wasn't the only tragic scene over the weekend either. On Sunday afternoon at Fattough Park, Shannon's AirMed 1 was called in near the rope swings for a drowning. We do know that a 25-year-old was the victim, but it is unknown if he survived or not. We have reached out to the Tom Green County Sheriff's Office for an update. Remember, if you go out and swim in public waters, to always wear safety equipment and never overdrink out there. Speaking of being over drinking, Larry's Garage Bar and Grill was over drinking. All jokes aside, the longtime garage bar in town was open for the last day on Saturday night. In a post, the owner, Larry Rubio, he informed the public that the bar would be shutting down after he experienced health issues. Larry's has been open for years at 607 South Chadburn. It will definitely be missed. Moving on to weather this week, expect to see two things. That is rain and cooler weathers. There's a chance every day this week with a high chance on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. With those showers, temperatures will leave the 90s and go into the 80s and 70s. It will even get really cold one night, with Saturday's low being at 50. Weather will be a big story all week, so tune back into the live daily news show every weekday this week. Finally, the Angelo State Rams are 3-2 after a big win versus Eastern New Mexico. Now the team will benefit on their bye week. Ryan Chadwick will break it all down in a second, but first, here's a message from the Bass Bunch.
Do you have a child with special needs? Well, we have a special day of fun just for you. It's the Fall Festival for Children with Special Needs, sponsored by Jim Bass Ford and San Angelo Live. Join us at Jim Bass Ford Thursday, October 26th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. for games, prizes, refreshments, and candy. Free for children with special needs and their families. The 2023 Fall Festival at Jim Bass Ford at the corner of Houston Hart and Arden Road. Don't miss it.
The number 20 Angelo State Rams secured a vital Lone Star Conference win on the road last Saturday against Eastern New Mexico. After trailing by 4 points at the half, Angelo State's defense completely shut down the Greyhounds in the second half. Two key drives led to touchdowns in the third and fourth quarters, and the Rams took home the victory, 23-14. Head coach Jeff Gersh held his weekly press conference to talk about his team's response since their two-game losing streak earlier this month. Let's take a look.
I thought they did a great job. They really did. You know, you got to go into those games and and play your game. I mean, we had some balls bounce, away from us a little bit on the first couple of weeks, and we had a chance to win both those games that we lost. But that's football, so you got to bring your A game each and every week, and I thought our guys have done that. You didn't see a letdown in practice. Actually, probably increased it a little bit. That sense of urgency. I think mentally the guys are focused and locked in, and I'm excited about where this team can get to still. I mean, there's a lot of football to be played, obviously, in the conference. If you take a look what's going on in the conference and the scores and the wins and losses and who's doing what, anybody can beat anybody, in this conference. So a lot of football to be played, but I think our guys see that, and they've responded pretty well, and it's funny, we talk about it as a staff too, and I've talked about it with my family. We hadn't lost 2 games in a row in a long time. We hadn't lost, we lost 1 conference game, and at times you think the world's going to end, on that part of it, and that's football. I mean, it's hard to win every one of them. So, our guys weren't used to that a little bit, and that's something I'm proud of them for responding and getting back on track and staying focused throughout.
Part of that victory last Saturday was how the Rams responded on defense in the second half. Gersh explains how difficult it is to defend the triple option, especially when Eastern New Mexico ran it so well. Let's watch.
It is. It's a great point that you bring up. Like this team, there's only one kid on that whole defensive team or squad that faced a triple option before in college, and it was in 2019 when they were still running it at Eastern. So that coach had went away for a couple years. Nobody has faced that. So it takes some time to get caught up to the speed of it. You can simulate it in practice with a scout team and stuff, but it's not the same. And we reminded them of that, and of course they went 75 yards in that first series and went down, so it took us that series to get it figured out. And then they threw it in for a touchdown. It was a pass play, which kind of makes you scratch your head a little bit and go, what's going on? But, it just takes time, on that part of it. I think the other score they had was, just another thing. They just drove it a little bit and had some success. And when they're going to run it 50 times a game, they're going to have some success on the ground, that offense is just geared towards you making a mistake, and as soon as you do, they find it and get the ball to that person in the triple. But for the most part, our guys did a great job, and again, we didn't switch up anything defensively in the second half, and we just went out and played our game and was more sound in the responsibilities of it and got after it.
The Rams are off on a bye week this week, but return to action against Texas A&M Kingsville on the road on October 14th. And of course, for more sports around the Concho Valley and beyond, be sure to check in every day at sanangelolive.com/sports.
Ew, that's so gross.
Right now, get 15% off carpet cleaning from Carpet Tech.
And welcome back to the show. Joining me today from San Angelo State Park is Tara Fattough. Tara, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And this is October, so you've got a lot of things going on, but let's start with this week and this weekend. In preparation for the Eclipse, you've got a solar viewing.
Yes. So we'll do the solar viewing 2 o'clock at the afternoon at the playground parking lot.
Okay.
So we'll safely view the sun through a telescope with a solar lens on top of it, like we're going to have to do for the Eclipse. Also a good time to come and ask questions. If you're curious how eclipses work, a lot of people, I've gotten a lot of responses that they're like, oh, it's during the day. And I was like, yes, it's a solar eclipse, not a lunar eclipse.
There we go.
And stuff. So.
And that's this Saturday?
Yes. Saturday, October 7th.
The 7th of October.
At 2 p.m.
At 2, okay. And, of course, the sun will be high in the sky at that point, we hope. And what else is coming on this week? You've got the regular Longhorn and Bison feeding.
So we typically do it with the Longhorn and Bison viewing with the Rangers, usually the second Saturday of every month. We moved it to the first Saturday, so 9 a.m. Longhorn and Bison viewing with the Rangers. So I'll be there answering questions. Then you got your solar viewing at 2 p.m. because next weekend we've got a big event.
Now, the following weekend on the 14th, and that's going to be the big day for the park, a historic day for the park.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's talk about that. It's the solar eclipse.
Yes. Yeah, so it's an annular solar eclipse, so it's going to be kind of like a ring of fire
Okay.
around. You do have to keep your viewing glasses on at all times. You can't take them off like you would with a total eclipse.
Yeah.
Which we do have those for sale at the park, and I'll have a limited supplies on both ends to be able to hand out the day of. So if you want to make sure you have them, buy them beforehand at the park if you want to.
And the San Angelo State Park is one of those parks that's in the perfect
Yeah,
path for viewing that solar eclipse.
Yeah.
And because of that, you guys have sold out.
Yes.
And that's the first time ever.
Yeah, so all of our campsites are full. I'm pretty sure it's the first time ever, as far as I know. I've been coming out to the park for several years, and it's never been that full before. We do have day passes still available, so that's just the $4 per person. For anyone 13 and older, kids 12 and under are free. But if you are wanting to come out and view the eclipse with us, buy your passes in advance. So you can either call the reservation line or do that online. It'll save you time at the gate, and if you want to view it in a different area of the park, you'll get the gate code to go into that section and stuff like that.
There's two other entrances, the Riverbend entrance and then the equestrian entrance and Bald Eagle Creek.
And Bald Eagle,
So those on the north end, but all of the actual sites are reserved already, all the way. The entire park is sold out. So it would be the day viewing area by the dam.
Yes.
And wherever the other day viewing areas are.
So it's kind of spaced out. You can go to the lake, Burkett, the Overlook. There's a few different areas. If you want to hike out to a cool spot in the park, you're welcome to do that too. We will be set up at the Chaparral Pavilion on the south side. So we'll have some telescopes there to also look at the eclipse. We'll do some little trivia cards, some little short programs just to kind of pass the time as we wait for totality. And
That's going to be a fascinating day out at the state park, and it really is going to be unusual because of the crowds.
Yeah, definitely.
Congratulations! That's a fantastic thing.
Yes.
And let's see, it is fall, so coming toward the end of the month, y'all have some Halloween stuff coming up.
So Saturday, October 28th, we're doing a Bark Ranger hike.
Okay.
It's also a costume contest. So you have to dress your dog up in a costume if you want to. You don't have to. I know some dogs are not fans of clothes. So if you bring your dog dressed up, we'll vote while we're there. And I know a few people have asked about the Bark Ranger bandanas that's in the pictures that we post.
Okay.
We'll be giving away one of those to the winner. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
And let's see, what else for Halloween?
Yeah, and then we have our women's hike the following month, that Sunday, October 29th. Yes. We do have our youth drawn hunt that last weekend of October.
Okay.
So I just want to put that out right now. That weekend, and we'll post it on our Facebook and all that stuff too.
Right.
Everything north of Burkett is going to be closed.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can still
youth hunt weekend.
Yeah, so you can still come in the south side. The campsites on Isabel Hart, Red Arroyo, the trails around those campsites, but everything north of Burkett will be closed.
And hunting season, we'll probably talk about this at our next visit, but hunting season's coming up, and you have to get a permit from the park, from the gate office.
Yeah.
For those areas outside of the park.
Yeah, so the areas on the west side of 2288, across from all of our main entrances, those are our hunting areas.
Yeah.
Right now is archery, so if you want to do that for deer, you do need to have all your correct permits and licenses, and then you have to register at the gatehouse prior to going out there, because you have a form that the Game Warden and Zora Park police officer will ask for if they come and check your
All right,
stuff.
so be sure and go by the gate office if you want to go hunting out there, and make sure you've got your license and all that before you head out.
Yes. And you can buy your license at the park too. So.
Okay, there you go. And all this is on your Facebook and on the website. So.
Yeah, Facebook, website. Give us a call if you have any confusion or questions.
There we go. So it's going to be a busy month out at the state park. Make a plan to go out there if you can, and if you want to. It's a fantastic place. With all the special events aside, it's a great place just to go and spend some time outdoors.
Yes, it is.
All right, Tara, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And we'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah.
All right, back to you guys.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo. Thank you, Tara. Thank you, Yantis. Guys, I would say go get a spot out at the state park, but it's already sold out. Don't worry, though. Like she said, you can still get a day pass for that solar eclipse, and I guarantee you it's something you aren't going to want to miss. This is the Live Daily News Show. We're here every weekday during the 4 o'clock hour. We're going to be giving you the news and an interview to get you through. For everyone here at the team, I'm Matt Trammell. We will see you guys tomorrow.